Hi guys, so we're back at Meadowhall. Last week we did Marks and Spencer, and since Meadowhall is actually opening next week completely, I thought we'd come and see the other side of the centre where stuff is open, like Wilko and Boots, see what that's like pre-proper opening. This is still like lockdown. See what it's like to kind of shop right now. And then next week I am actually going to come on the day Meadowhall opens. We'll see how this goes. I've planned it as such. I've actually booked a day off work. And we're going to see what the new shopping experience is like after lockdown. So this is like after the 15th of June. But yeah, let's go and see. So I don't know if this is for right now, like people actually queuing to get into Boots anyway, or if this is kind of prep. But social distancing markers. They have got sanitising stations when you first come in. So a little bit of context, I did something ridiculous and I have pulled my calf muscle. I was doing barely any exercise whatsoever. I was literally running back from the car. It wasn't an exercise, it was laziness. Just like, get back to the house as quickly as possible. And I've pulled something and it hurt so much this morning I had to ice it, couldn't walk on it, and now I'm like hobbling around. So part of the reason we came to Boots was to buy one of these, which Leah's just gone to get me, to pick me up one of these and some cocodamol. And I thought, since we were coming in here anyway, I'd kind of have a look around the store and see what's open and what it's like shopping right now. Everyone's super protected. All of the staff are wearing like shields. Where possible, they've got like glass barriers up. All of the floors are marked so that you know, like everything's got arrows, all the social distance markings there. But it would seem that the entire store is open. Obviously next week it's going to be open anyway, perfectly normal, but even in like non-essential shopping times, it has been open to be able to buy pretty much everything that Boots sell. They're also selling a bunch of things that not that long ago were very difficult to find. And they've got a little thing about sparing things for the hygiene bank as well, and there are donation points down by the tills if you've got things that you can spare. What is really weird, and we'll see next week when we come, but what is really weird is that this is currently open and there's hardly anybody in here, but I feel like next week it's going to be as packed as it can possibly be, which is strange because we're talking days. Is this new? Because I've never seen this before. Super affordable vitamin C stuff. Have you tried this? Would you recommend it? Shall I try it? I did buy this one and I wasn't massively impressed. I'm going to talk about it in Empty's video, but I think it's really hydrating. I just don't think it's brightening or like very vitamin C at all. These are cool. My hair is not super damaged, but it's very dry at the ends recently. I think I'm going to give this one a go. I needed to pick up some shampoo and there's some major deals on Elvive stuff right now. It's like half price. Which one? So I thought there was like a one-way system all around the store. There's not. There's just kind of like a main route to and from the exits. Everything else, I mean, it's just so weird because there's literally like maybe 10 other people in the store and then another like probably 20 staff. But staff are going round and refilling everything and it's as if everything's normal, but it's not. I feel like this was out of stock last time I came in because I'm sure we compared it to something else in a video and I couldn't get it. Or was it online? I can't remember. But are they different colours? I think I'm gonna get one. Oh, they've taken the testers away. That's why there weren't any just then. That makes sense. I was looking for Revlon specific. I mean, why they would have the new stuff, I have no idea. But I know that Revlon have got a new range in the US that's like new lipsticks and stuff that are very similar to the old I want to say Glossy Stain. That's not right at all. What was they called? We loved them so much. The lip butters? Is that what we call? Oh my god, it's been so long. No sign of anything new. L'Oreal had like a new age range as well, like an age rewind or something, like all foundations and stuff that I know Jessica Braun had done a video about and said it was really good stuff. But again, not seeing anything that stands out as new. Oh, the tester's gone again, which makes the higher end things seem really bizarrely empty. Definitely did not appreciate how many samples there were on higher end beauty counters until now. How weird does that look? And even over there, literally everything's gone. I wonder how this will impact sales when it actually reopens next week. if people can't, I mean, obviously it makes sense that you don't want to be testing things, but it is the way that you see the products on these kind of stands. So I wonder if there's something in place so that that will kind of replace that to make it still a bit more appealing, because it almost seems like they're not selling anything. Oh wait, they're actually not selling Okay, fair enough. I take it back. Some of these stands are actually empty for a reason. Like Clarins is still full of skincare and stuff. Obviously they're not testers. So like this one, this looks like it's closed, but it's not. What I was gonna say was some of the stands appear to be closed and some of them just don't have a lot of testers available. I'm guessing it's the ones where you would actually need to ask for someone to get you that item, like the lipstick in the colour that you're looking for or whatever. Those ones are just closed because it's just not working right now. But someone did question what I was filming, so I was like, let's stop. And I think I'm going to possibly contact Meadowhall ahead of next week just to see whether or not it's okay to film a video about what they're doing right now, because I know that you want to know, but at the same time it's pointless me going in and then immediately being asked not to, because I get it. But it is interesting to see how things are right now. So we're getting back in the car, we're going to drive around to Marks and Spencer's. This is where Lee wants to open as soon as possible. We haven't been in this area of Meadowhall since it's been closed. We're walking to Subway to get Milo a Subway. The only food place in the food court that's open is Five Guys, which is obviously for takeaway, and everything else is closed. The majority of the shops are closed. It's just the essential stuff right now as I film this. Outside Lush, really surprised Superdrug isn't open. I didn't think it was, but I'm surprised. I don't know why it isn't. Holland & Barrett is open. Driven all the way around to the other side to go to Subway directly below, because stupidly we thought the Subway in the, which we didn't think that you could get. We thought it was like blocked off in the middle of the centre, but it's not. You can walk all the way through. Because hardly anything's open, when I walked past Subway, it smelled like, the smell is so much more because it's not like diluted with all the other things. Like Costa is here. Obviously I can't smell any coffee or anything from Costa. I can just smell the Subway, and I used to work at Subway when I was a teenager, and it's a really weird, like, that smell, which to me is like stale Subway because all of my clothes smelled a bit. That smell is so nostalgic. I think Poundland in certain areas is open, but not here. Wilko is open though, so Lee's going into Subway and I think I'm gonna go into Wilko. Okay, apparently there's a thing that people are going into Wilko and making TikTok videos. So the security outside asked me if I was filming. I was like, no, I'm just gonna film to see like about the social distancing. Didn't film in the store because he asked me not to. But what? People are making TikTok videos in Wilko. Also, I've lost Lee. So yeah, it seems like they've got groups of teenagers going into the stores and not causing trouble, but as he said, if there's a queue of people outside waiting to get into the store, and then you've got some like kids inside making TikTok videos, they don't want that. So I'd read in the week something somewhere about what it's going to look like next week, because lots of people were saying that the queues are going to be out of control, you know, like to get into Primark and things, and they don't know how that's going to be managed in terms of social distancing. And what I read was that you're not going to be able to queue outside Meadowhall. It's going to be a matter of a traffic light system. So there's going to be like, I don't know if it's going to be a person on the door or what, but it's going to be like a green or a red situation. If it's red, you've got to walk past, you can't queue. If it's green, you can go into the store. So I don't know what that's going to actually look like in reality, but apparently that is what the plan is. Big queue outside Marks and Spencer's today. When we were here last, the lady who was like making sure that everyone was like stopping and not going in until it was time, told us that from the 1st of June the upstairs was going to be open as well. So I'm interested to see whether or not you can kind of actually wander around the lower floor minimally, since the lower floor has to be open for the food shop. We're in Marks and Spencer's, just in the regular shop. This is really weird. I love these trainers so much. The white ones, yes, I enjoy, but look at these ones and they've got silver on them. I asked the lady on the door to see whether or not we were allowed to kind of actually walk around the entire store, and she said yes, everything is open now, which is so bizarre. And I suppose at the same time, let's go to the beauty section. I suppose at the same time, the entire store could have always been open because the food section was open anyway, but I don't know how these things work. But you can, okay, so you can get into the beauty section. I thought they cordoned it off, but they haven't. You can get into the whole thing. Presumably it's the same as with Boots. They've limited things that people would be testing, taken away anything. Yeah, I'm certain that we've talked about these before, although, as is always the case, I love, obviously love, but I wish it was in that colour. I prefer that colour obviously with my own actual initial. Have been known to buy a K for my shortened name, if it's a better colour, but I don't think I can get an L. It felt strange enough that it felt comfortable shopping in Marks and Spencer's in the food section last week, but this feels even weirder to just be like, yeah, wandering around a homeware section. This must be something they set up for Mother's Day. And so obviously it's just been left there because that's the last time anybody came up here. Feels a little bit like if you ever watch those videos on YouTube where people go to like abandoned shopping centres. There's a lot of clothing on sale. A lot of people rifling through rails and stuff. So I just don't know what it's going to be like next week. Once it's like everyone can go shopping. If this is what it's like now, this feels like what it should look like next week. So next week I have a feeling it's going to be mad. I love this dress on the model on this picture, but in real life I don't think that's as pink. I don't know if it's like, maybe if you get outside it is, but I don't think it is. Like if I was to buy it online based on that picture, I think it looks more like a kind of muted red. It's nice, but it's not pink. Is it a different dress? I did show this last week, but the M&S flower section, if you were just gonna stay like within your essential shopping and you decided to come to M&S like for some extra little bits, the flower section is always a nice little treat. Why does this lemonade look fancy? I'm not sure why, but somehow it does. Also, I bought this last week and even in the microwave it was delicious. £3 for a very small snack, but delicious. Okay, so all in all, I'll just show you what I got. I bought the butter bronzer from Boots and a couple of these, which I realised as I bought them, like I'm trying not to use like single-use face masks, and these are very individual single-use things, aren't they? I got the Shine one and the moisture treatment shots, again from Boots, and some shampoo. I went with this one in the end. I don't think I've tried LV shampoo in a really long time. Then the support bandage I'm very excited to put on because I think this is going to make my leg feel so much better. Got some roses, or rather Lee bought me some roses that I requested. Thanks.
I requested.
How cute are these? The colour is amazing, and they were £5, which I think was pretty good. So yeah, that's my haul. I don't know whether or not I personally, I know we talked about this last week, but I don't know personally if I would be in a massive rush to go to the shops when they open next week, because I think seeing how people are already, I can't imagine once they've got permission to be out shopping for non-essential stuff, how much less safe you might feel. So I'm still kind of on the fence. I may still come the day of it opening, but the only reason I would be coming would be to film it and see what it's like for you guys so I can share it. But if I personally was just like waiting to go back to the shops, I wouldn't be going as soon as it opened. I'd be waiting.